Rowan?
Huh?
Should we make a video?
Uh-huh.
What should we make it about?
Shut up!
Ow! Video game soundtracks. Rowan!
Oh.
Video games.
Good morning,
Good afternoon.
and welcome to our top 40 video game soundtrack list.
20 for him, 20 for me.
Now we do have a few rules. We are allowed to have more than one video game soundtrack per franchise.
And we would have had to play the game.
However, if it's not released yet, wink wink, then we have to have played the one before. Now, here's the thing that a lot of people don't get. That it's my opinion. My opinion, not yours. I win, you lose, it's my opinion!
But what about me? You alright, buddy?
Tekken, my favourite fighting franchise. Mainly because I haven't played any other fighting franchise. I have played Street Fighter vs Tekken, but that was shite. But the first Tekken I received as a young boy was Tekken 2, and a lot of soundtracks from that game are very memorable to me because A, they just capture the characters perfectly, and B, it was the first fighting game I ever played.
Luigi's Mansion. One of my favourite GameCube games, I'm gonna have to say. It was really fun, it was a lot different, and I remember when I was a lot younger, thoroughly enjoying it. And I especially liked the way that the main theme interpreted to the surroundings, so half the characters were singing it, and it's just thoroughly enjoyable.
Parappa the Rapper. Now how could we have a list of video game music and not include Parappa the Rapper? The entire game is just music, rapping, and the perfect controls, the perfect characters, and the perfect music all blend together to create this godly sound. The reason it's so high up on my list is because I never actually achieved the cool mode on this particular level, because I'm rubbish. Change of scenery!
Change of scenery!
Woo!
And next on my list is Super Mario 64, a childhood favourite of mine.
Da, da, da,
It
da.
was the first game I ever fully got with the N64 when I was about sort of 4 or 5 years old, and it took me forever to get all 120 stars and also be able to defeat the final boss to have this brilliant theme tune come up right at the end.
Rhythm Thief. Now this is a pretty obscure game. It was for the 3DS and I got it in CEX and it was a very, very low price. So I don't think it was very popular and I don't think many people played it. But all of the rhythms in that game are quite nice. Like, it complements the very dark, Paris-y feel.
Okay. So next up on my list is Banjo-Kazooie's main theme, which goes thoroughly throughout the game. This is also the N64 version, the first original one. Before it had a really cool sequel which I actually never got to play.
Banjo-Tooie!
And then there was this Nuts and Bolts, which no one really cares about because that was a bit weird. But yes, this game I thoroughly enjoyed when I was younger, and I always remember when I first played it that this tune would come out of it, and it would go through a few levels, and it was just really joyous, really fun. Yeah, loved it.
I enjoy collecting puzzle pieces.
They were good. I didn't collect them all then. Jesus Christ.
Now this next song is from the same game, which I'll not say because I will release an outtakes video and I just cannot say it.
Rhythm Thief.
Anyway, this is the theme of the actual thief called Phantom R, and he's quite a cool character in a blue suit with red hair and no glasses anymore because his secret identity involves wearing glasses because the people of Paris are apparently stupid.
Shh, you're giving the whole plot away.
No one's gonna play it. And he wears a nice little fedora. So yeah, this is the theme of him.
Mario Kart Double Dash's main theme is up next with the GameCube, and I completely loved this game when I was a child, playing with friends and family, and it was the first game that actually had two people in a car so that one could actually do all the items, one could drive, or you could have two separate cars with it was crazy, loved it, phenomenal.
Stop talking, get on!
Oh.
Kingdom Hearts, the saucy love child of Final Fantasy and Disney. I love this gaming franchise, apart from Chain of Memories, because that was bad. I even cosplay as Sora when I go to Comic-Con. Now, I don't know how I would not have at least one Kingdom Hearts song on this list. But it has to be so far back because it's only a theme of a town. Like, it's the theme of Twilight Town, which is in Kingdom Hearts 2. And it's not featured that much, so it's so far up on my list.
Mario Kart is up next.
Again!
Yes it is, so shut up!
Oh.
This is the Rainbow Road N64 version that was reorchestrated beautifully on the Wii U. It's amazing.
Parappa the Rapper.
Again?
Yes! Now the first game was a little bit more repetitive than the second game, but I absolutely love when you're trying to bake a cake.
Metal Gear Solid is up next. And this is from the fourth installment that was on the PS3. It's a very cinematic and revolutionary one, and I just love the way that when you're sneaking around, you had sort of this theme going on. Beautiful.
Space Channel 5 is next on my list. Another very obscure game. It's from the heights of Japan, so you know, it's very weird. It's basically a game of Simon Says, but in space and with nudity. Anyway, this is the theme of Evula, the ultimate reporter, who is the clone or the robot version of Ulala, that the chief of the station. That the chief of the station created her for more ratings, basically. And this is her theme. I mean, it captures the battle perfectly.
And now for the first time on my list we get to a Zelda game.
Bloody hell.
I know. This one is Long Ranch. It's one of my favourite themes when it's reorchestrated and everything, and I always remember visiting the ranch. It was one of my favourite places. Now I will have to say though that the voice thing did get a bit annoying, but obviously when you're at the ranch you didn't hear it all the time. Because
the la-ing.
The la-ing, the la-la-la.
Yeah, I was like, is that an instrument? What is a la-ing?
Vocals.
Yeah,
That's it. But nonetheless, I just love the sort of countryside atmosphere of it and the just farming really. Even though there was no farming, I always wanted to think I could farm there. Make a little ranch.
Super Mario Galaxy, a very nice installment of the Super Mario franchise. I absolutely loved it because I loved the feeling of going to different planets, collecting all of this stuff. Very much like Kingdom Hearts, going to different worlds, that's probably why I love it. But this song I love because I didn't hear it. Okay, I've got to admit I didn't hear it in the game, but I did see a lot of videos like this one. And that is why I love this so much. Like, here's the song.
So this is Portal 2's sort of funny opera. really. Opera song. That's what I like to think of it.
Now we both agreed on this one, so we had to fight over who has it.
And I thought, I just love it more, really. I just love the way that it's ridiculous because they're turrets, but it was just really cool and funny. And it was a nice tune, random for the franchise. Just why not, really?
I love how
for an ending.
I love how it can actually translate into like my child, my love. Like it really shows that
a lot of time and effort went into it.
Yeah, not only that, but it also shows that GLaDOS could actually be Shell's mother. Spoiler alert. This is another Tekken song. Now this is from Tekken 3D Prime, and in the game you have to collect 46 cards, I believe. I'm only on 200 at the moment. But because of this, I had to go through all the levels, and there is one level that particularly sticks out for me. It's Lotus Hall. Now there's a giant, big-ass lotus in the background, and yeah, like it captures it perfectly. Yeah. And FYI, I'm playing it right now. my favourite character is Lily.
Who loves Lily?
Now this is probably like one of the recent Tekken games where the music hasn't been awful, because in Tekken Tag Tournament 2 the music is rubbish.
Is it?
I mean, I actually bought the DLC to buy the Tekken 2 soundtrack and put it over the game. Yeah, that's how bad it is.
Maybe they did that deliberately.
Yeah, they did. I bet they bloody did.
Moving swiftly on, we go to Wind Waker of the Zelda franchise, and this is another one of my favourite theme tunes, really. It's the Dragon Roost Island tune around the whole island. It's just so cool. It's got like these little Spanish clippery things that go on. Yeah. And
Castanets.
That's the one. And I just love the way that even when it was redone for the Wii U, it just enhanced everything. It was amazing. I loved playing through it again. It was great.
Parappa the Rapper again. Now this one was quite high up on my list because the stage is you're doing your driving test, and this entire song it sounds like car noise, and it sounds like it's really good. I can't describe how good how perfect this fits the stage.
So coming in at my number 11 is Conker's Bad Fur Day, the Great Mighty Pooh song. Completely loved it, brilliant song, hilarious. I really wish this was in my top 10, but it took me ages to actually decide out of all my songs that I chose of what to go in my top 10, and this one just
yeah, by the time we came together, By the time we came together and had all of our songs, we had at least like 120 songs that we had to scrap down into 40, and it was so incredibly hard.
But this one, I'm glad this one is in it, at least. I would not part with this being any lower or not in it completely. This has to be at least in this sort of
I think it's
15 or something.
I think it's in here because it actually just sets the tone of the entire game. It's like a giant poo sings to you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that would not be in a serious game.
The way that they created this game, all the cameos that they ever had, is just perfectly executed. It's not too much, it's not too little, it is just right.
I am the great mighty Pooh, and I'm going to throw my shit at you. A huge supply of tish comes from my chocolate starfish. How about some scat, you little twat? Do you really think?
And that was our top 40 to top 20.
We have yet to do our top 20 to our #1 favourites.
One for me, one for him. And what I'll do is I'll release an outtakes video because this video took so long just to do.
It's taken us at least about 3 hours.
Oh my god, so many outtakes.
You will thoroughly enjoy it, we are sure.
Thank you very much and goodbye.
Stay tuned.
Mwah.
Subscribe, like, rate, comment, have sex on the internet, banter, troll, anything you
Follow
want.
us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, follow my ass, follow my penis.
Follow your mum.
Follow your mum. Follow my mum. Follow his mum.
Follow everyone's mum. But don't forget dads. Dads are also very cool.
Don't follow my dad.
No?
Follow my mum.
Okay, follow his mum.